Once you download Ibis Paint, it'll show up on your screen and you'll end up right here, okay? You won't have much in your gallery, but you're gonna go to your gallery, click gallery, and hit the plus button at the top here. If you scroll to the bottom of this, you can make it, whatever it is probably fine, but you could also make it 8.5 by 8.5. Don't ever go bigger than that because it'll be hard to print it, and then hit OK. It'll be slower, but if we ever print this stuff, it'll be pretty nice. So from this point, you're gonna come to the bottom of the page, okay, because we're gonna make this shoe. You hit the 1, and these are your layers. We'll get into layers in a bit, but it's important to have at least 2 layers at all times. But we are gonna start with a shoe. So you're gonna go to this little camera and hit the camera. And I selected the Vans. You can save it however you want. You can screenshot it, but as long as it comes in here, so we're gonna select it. Okay, and this is gonna show up in here. You can take your fingers and just size it to whatever you want and hit the green check in the bottom right. It's gonna extract the line drawing. You're gonna say sure, because what we are going to do is gonna be awesome for that. So let's start out. So we'll hit the check button again, the green check at the bottom, and we're ready to rock and roll. So if you also, in your in the directions of that PowerPoint I made, there's a really nice color theory chart. You should have a color theory in mind and stick to something. I'm gonna do cool colors, okay, because I'm gonna put some waves in there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my magic wand up here, and I'm gonna select right there, and this is how easy it is. Now I'm gonna go to my bucket tool. I'm gonna come to the bottom of the page where it's black. I'm gonna click that. Now I want these blues and purples, so I'm gonna start, it's like pretty much from the edge of the purple up into this turquoise, okay? That's my cool color scheme. Okay, so the purple is edging on to warm, but it's pretty cool anyways. I'm a big fan of turquoise, so I'm gonna select right there, and I'm gonna come over here to this bright turquoise. I'm gonna click it, and I'm gonna drag it down into my box so it always stays right there. And I'm gonna select some colors out here. I'm gonna take this down. I'm gonna get this blue. Okay, so I'm gonna get up there. Bam, to blue. And keep coming down. I'm gonna leave it, I want that more purple. Right? So I'm gonna drag this over. Move this into the purple. Like that purple. Bam. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna sneak over here into this magenta pink. Lighten it up. I think it's gonna look pretty awesome. So, till you like it. I'm liking that right there. Actually, this crazy bright pink that's already over there, I might rock with that one. And that purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are my colors. That's it. And some black and white. Black and white are neutral. We can use those as much as you want. So I'm ready to rock and roll. I've got all these set up. The bottom of my shoe, because you know what? My shoes get dirty a lot and easy. I'm gonna rock purple, okay? So I'm gonna start with purple. So this is important. At the bottom, see where this little 2 is? It should be a 1. But I forgot to explain this. These are your layers, really critical. Right here is a plus button. If you hit the plus button, it'll add another layer. And here's a preview of what my shoe looks like. So maybe this is kind of cool. You can turn these layers on and off, right here. Bang, 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 bam. So I did all my work up here because I can turn this image off that I made the shoe and see what's going on, right? But we're gonna leave it on there. Not so important for this assignment, but I just want you to get used to using layers. So the first step is have multiple layers and do all your work not on the same layer that the image that you're trying to replicate is on, okay? And I can also take this above it by right here, dragging it up there, and then it's just there. Pretty cool, okay? So that's it. Now, okay, now I want to make sure that I'm on a layer that the shoe is not on. So I'm going to go up here. Does that make sense? So back to here. Okay, so up here are the selection tools, Magic Wand and Lasso. These are two tools we're gonna use. So the Magic Wand will just select it. Within, as long as there's a black outline, it'll select this whole interior shape. And from here, we just switch to the bucket tool and I can bucket fill it. Very simple. Magic Wand, select this, go back to the bucket, fill it. Does that make sense? Bam. Just to double check, make sure I'm not on that layer. So what's cool is because this, watch this. Okay, I can delete that shoe and then it just shows up. So I'm on the second layer. All right, moving forward. Magic Wand, we know that we could do this one. We know that we can do this one. Okay, so bucket, bam, bam, that's our purple. So I'm gonna go back to Magic Wand and I'll deselect it. I'm gonna go to my lasso now. Now this one's pretty cool. I'm gonna zoom way in here, and with the lasso tool, this is how I'm gonna get this down here. I'm gonna run it along the edge in one continuous circle, right? So I'm gonna go from here up this line, okay, to right there, and I'll let go. And that is the lasso tool. As long as you have it going in one direction, then you can fill like where the stitching is and it won't make such a big deal, okay? So back to Magic Wand, I'm gonna crush this little spot and I'm gonna do that light turquoise, this one, bam. So I'm gonna go in here, drop some turquoise in there. Oh, you gotta be in the bucket. Pow, okay? I think right here should be purple. Actually, that should be green. So I'm gonna go and switch my green. I don't really have a green. See, I'm stepping out of my cool color theory and bridging into the green because my brain tells me that I think that it's gonna look good. So you can do that. You can always break the rules in my class. That's kind of how it works. But you have to have a reason to break the rules. So back to lasso. From here, I'm gonna go up along this line to there, down to there, and to there. Back to bucket, drop some green in there. Looking good? I think it's pretty drippy. I'm liking this here. Okay, so let's fill in this thing here. I think that should be still black. Let's see if black. Meh, I don't like the black. So I'm gonna change it to blue. You see how this works? You just can go around till your shoe is done. It's pretty simple.